Next up, we've got Leonard Ventress and Devante Anderson in what should be a good one.
Here we go, fight fans, moving right along with your next bout of the evening. This will be your final bout on the preliminary portion of the AKA 50 card, and it goes down inside the middleweight division. At this time, please welcome your first fighter to the cage. Put your hands together for Devante Anderson.
First up is Devante D. Anderson. He's got an MMA background representing Fortis MMA, 6'2", 186 pounds, out of Dallas, Texas. He checks into this fight with a 2-2 record. He fought Nicholas Moses back in August of 2025, and let's just call it what it is. He looked like he was about to really get things going in that fight. It looked like he was probably, I mean, look, who's to speculate? But he ended up taking an up kick from Nicholas Moses. Got knocked out by Nicholas Moses in one of the more surprising and crazy finishes. But Devante Anderson, this guy's got a ton of talent, Matt Schnell. In training at Fortis MMA, you know you're getting great work in.
Yeah, absolutely. Devante, just one of those guys. He does everything right, has the look about him, diets well, cuts weight well, shows up every day. He's a consummate. I mean, he's there. If I'm there, he's there, and he's been there. And just one of these guys that stays working, and really excited to see him get in there tonight. He's got a tough one in front of him tonight. He's got a task because Leonard Ventress is a specialist, and you better believe he's going to have to down block. He's going to have to defend a couple of takedowns tonight to keep it on the feet. Not that he can't fight off of his back. And honestly, that's something I kind of worry about, because sometimes when we develop those games, we're just like, heck, I'll just grapple. But I would like to see him stay upright tonight if he can. It's going to be tough. Leonard shoots and he scores.
And now, Ruston, Louisiana, show your love for his opponent. Here is Leonard Ventress.
Leonard Ventress representing Triad Martial Arts Academy of Ruston, Louisiana. Another one of those hometown guys trying to defend their turf here tonight at the Ruston Sports Complex. Ventress is 6-2. He could easily be 7-1, by the way. I went back and watched that Maverick Becker fight, which he ended up losing in the third round. He was dominating the fight. Easily won rounds 1 and 2. I thought the ref kind of screwed him in that third round. They got stood back up, and Maverick Becker just kind of found the win at the end, finished the fight towards the end of that third round. But this is a guy that can easily be 7-1. Like you said, he's a specialist. He wants to come out there and wrestle your ass.
And I think what's so incredible to me is everybody knows exactly what he's going to come out and do, and yet they have not stopped it. And this is an interesting matchup. On paper, maybe not the best one. Devante coming off a loss, has a 500 record, but I just thought that he had a skill set that could maybe test Leonard Ventress a little bit. And Leonard has talked to me, and we've discussed he can strike. We've even put him in there and had him do a kickboxing match for us in the past. So I want to see that skill cultivated. I want to see a guy that can defend a couple of his takedowns, and then see if Leonard will keep on shooting him, even when a guy's standing in front of him, shutting him down a little bit. Bring out that striking, see the full skill set, because I know he trains with a great gym. We've seen him kickbox in the past, and this dude is talented.
Well, look, I'll tell you this. I personally think, as far as the prelims and undercard are concerned, this is my favorite fight, because I think you've got two guys that have some really legitimate talent here. They can easily have better records than it indicates. They both have solid records. It's not like they don't, but it feels like these are two really talented guys about to get in there and go toe-to-toe. And really the question is, can Devante Anderson fend off the takedowns? If he can, you would feel good about him. But if Leonard gets this to the mat where he thrives, and one thing we would like to see in this fight, more ground and pound, more submission attempts, because he, one of the things he does very well, get you on the ground, hold you down. I'd like to see a more offensive plan once he gets the guy down to the mat. The question is, will he be able to execute that game plan here tonight against a very game Devante Anderson, who, as we mentioned at Fortis MMA, you're getting in the work, man. You're grappling, you're striking, you're doing it all over there. One of the high-level gyms in this entire area. And so he'll be prepared for this, Matt.
Absolutely. Shout out to Leonard Ventress' shorts.
Got rocking the pink sparkles. How about that? Some of the cooler shorts we've seen here at AKA.
Oh my gosh, somebody give me the number of who made those shorts.
Good sportsmanship here from Leonard Ventress, bowing down and showing respect to Devante Anderson. Ready to cap off our prelims, fight number 4 of AKA 50.
Here we go, fight fans. 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action inside the AKA Middleweight division. This fight's being brought to you by Malone Properties. And now, introducing your first fighter. Fighting out of the Bayou Raps blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing Fortis MMA. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas. Here is Devante D. Anderson. And now, introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the EMT red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist representing the Triad Martial Arts Academy of Ruston. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Ruston, Louisiana. Here is Leonard Ventress. Your referee in charge of the action when the cage door closes, Mr. Chris Hill.
Chris Hill with his first assignment of the night as we're ready for this middleweight matchup between Leonard Ventress and Devante Anderson. And immediately Ventress shoots for the takedown, but Anderson may end up on top here, Matt, in the full mount.
Beautiful. Wizard down, hips, able to land in the mounted position. This is trouble here early in the round for Leonard Ventress. Leonard in a bad spot. Devante having to find his targets, needs to be careful. Leonard actually doing a good job of not letting many of those get through, but the optics thus far, this is bad.
Yeah, he's got him flattened out, just pouring right hands on at the moment.
Leonard's got to do something. He's got to hip down. He's got to turn. He's got to make something happen because right now he's taking a bit of a whipping.
Going for the choke. That's tight.
Devante just chokes the face and just goes after it. You know Devante was one to come out here on fire after how that last one went, and he sure did. He put a pace. Leonard shoots right off the get, like we had talked about. Devante able to down block, land in the mount, and just dominate. Holy cow.
I hate that that was so quick, but it was honestly kind of the perfect microcosm of what we thought this fight was going to be. Leonard Ventress shooting. Could Devante Anderson deal with that? He dealt with it, ended up on top, went into full mount. Then he flattened him out, landed some ground and pound. Ultimately, it didn't really get the rear naked choke in. He was just cranking that face.
I mean, yeah, that was not very nice. That was not very kind of him, but this is a fist fight, baby, and he choked face, went after it, and squeezed, and got the tap, got the finish. Tough stuff for Leonard Ventress.
Yeah.
He's had so much success. You got to think he's going to bounce back from this, but tonight somebody had an answer for the blast double, and it was a good, it
was a great takedown.
It was powerful.
Yes, it was. And we've seen that from him. He's got serious wrestling ability. But Devante Anderson, man, this guy could easily only have 1 loss on his record. I think he's a real talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 40 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner, fighting in the blue corner, Devante D. Anderson.
So Devante Anderson back in the AKA cage for the second time. And he evens his record here with American Combat Alliance to 1-1. And I mean, just great work from him. Flattens him out. Leonard, it's such a bad spot there, and ultimately.
And Leonard got close to escaping the position, but Devante even, I think he just attacked the face as Leonard started to squirm out a little bit.
Right there. Wow. And that's what we wanted to see, though, from Devante, because we know he can strike. He's very talented on the feet. I wanted to see if he could deal with the takedowns from Leonard Ventress. Ended up in full mount right off the takedown, and that was a good shot attempt by Leonard.
It was, but like we said, these, when a guy knows exactly what's going to happen, has good training partners to drill these things with over and over again.